What up, y'all? This is Astro Dim here, trying to set this up in the cutest way possible. Um, what's up, Aries Risings? How y'all doing? Very excited. I got my first tarot deck, the Mandala Astrological Tarot. I actually a tarot reader. Was really, really good, extremely talented. Gave this to me. Told me that I would need it when I wasn't even thinking about tarot whatsoever. I was just astrology head, astrology person. Wasn't even reading other people's charts for money. Was just doing it for fun. Because I always, I was down on myself. I was like, I felt like I wasn't as good. I wasn't good enough to do it. Um, so it's interesting. These were hidden for a very long time. Um, And my mom just randomly found them. I don't know how they were gone. They just disappeared. And my mom randomly found them today. So interesting that Pluto Direct really puts secrets to light, including something like divination. It makes a lot of sense, right? Because Pluto rules divination. So it was really cool. So this is literally my first tarot deck. It's my first time actually reading on these. So it's wow. I'm very, very happy and I'm very excited to read this with you guys, specifically because this is Astro Tarot. This is the astrological tarot. And she knew that, sorry, that's my mom's phone, but she knew that I was going to need these. You know what I mean? Ain't that wild? So there's some noise in the background, but don't pay attention to those noises. It's be good. So, um, hold on one second, guys. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut these cards for Aries, so y'all know that I'm not fucking with y'all. Um, yeah. Well, actually, no. No, I feel like I should do that. Okay, so should I start from the bottom or from the top? I feel like I should pick up from the bottom for the first card and then pick up from the top. Okay. The Pinnacle, Nine of Pentacles here. Okay. Sorry for the noise, y'all. um, maybe this is what y'all feel like. There's a whole bunch of noise in your head, a whole bunch of distractions around you. Um, Prince of Cups, which I feel like it's more of the Page of Cups. Second house is Two of Cups. Hey, what y'all doing? Queen of Cups for your third house. Six of Swords for your fourth. Um, Ace of Pentacles for the fifth. Seven of Swords for the sixth. Ooh, the double card for the seventh. Look at that. The Fool for the eighth. Strength for the ninth. I'm so distracted, y'all. I wonder if y'all are feeling this way. Ten of Wands for the 10th. Eight of Pentacles for the 11th. And Two of Wands for the 12th. All right, y'all. So this is your Aries rising October. So sorry for the distractions. I'm like, I feel all over the place. I bet you guys do too. Let me know if you do. There's one person watching. If you don't mind answering, do y'all feel kind of all over the place? Because I do. Okay. Let me just turn this over so I can put on the live chat. Okay. Make sure you guys can see this. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just a mess right now. Okay. Yeah, Trey Sean Cooks. Okay, thank you. Yeah. You know what I notice when I do readings, right? And like if there's something that's distracting or crazy around me, I'm like, okay, this is probably what the Aries risings are feeling right now. So yeah, wow. So I'm getting used to these cards. You know, I usually have my little traveling deck with me, so be patient with the kid, okay? I have the Nine of Pentacles for your overall energy, Aries risings, okay? So Nine of Pentacles is good. When I think of Nine of Pentacles, you're getting into a situation in which you are getting into great money opportunities, and the like some of the rewards are coming in, but they're not butting in fully. You know what I mean? So you're going to you're getting into a situation where you're getting some rewards, but the rewards are going to be even bigger. And so you're thinking on that spectrum too, which is nice, right? Um, you know, the crazy thing is that, you know, because Venus is going to be retrograde during this whole entire month, that's why, you know, and it's funny, it reminds me of my Venus retrograde video. That's why, like, money is coming in, but not quite. You're probably going to have that big boom happen after Venus is direct, which is around November 15th, okay? But let me continue. First house. First house is represented by your, it's supposed to represent your appearance, your personality, your persona for the month. And it's also the second overall card, overall energy for the card. And I don't know why they called it Pisces Chariot. I don't know what the hell that means exactly. But I know that the Prince of Cups is the Page of Cups, I believe, right? Would that make sense? Let me actually look up in the book real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me look this up real quick so I don't play, y'all. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. Pentacles, Wands. So sorry, y'all. New book, okay? 1 second. Yeah, I want to say I don't know if I should put page or knight. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure I give y'all the right thing. Okay, so this is the Knight. Okay, I should have known. It's the Knight of Cups. Okay, Knight of Cups is ruled by Pisces, so of course, right? But the Knight of Cups, you know, this is the romance card. So, are you looking for a boo, Aries risings? The Knight of Cups is really sweet because what they're doing is they're trying to pull all the stops and show people that they really care about them and that they love them. And so I think that's really, really sweet. And that's kind of the vibe that you're trying to pull off, is that you're trying to like look the best way possible to the person or thing you're trying to interest, because you have an emotional connection to it. Okay, so yeah, very, very sweet energy, y'all. Your energy is pretty good. Money coming in, emotional fulfillment's coming in. You're chasing it. Dope stuff, right? And nothing's currently in Aries right now, but I think Taurus is going to get into Aries by the end of the month, right? Nope, it's not. Okay, never mind. So yeah, your first house is free. That's exciting because I know Chiron in y'all's first was annoying. So let's look at the second house. The second house is the Two of Cups. Y'all are thinking about booze, huh? Is that right, Aries risings? So sorry for the noise outside. The people are doing constructions. So a lot of construction going on in my neighborhood. So sorry about that. Okay. But the Two of Cups is literally two people coming together. It's very romantic type of vibes. So I think y'all are y'all on a romantic side. You're trying to get things together, which is really, really sweet. Again, Venus retrograde, right? You got to keep in mind that with retrograde, people are coming into your life and mirroring you, certain parts of you that you're not fully aware of that you need to address during this retrograde, okay? And again, like with Venus being in Scorpio, you need to not only assess your self-worth and how it's connected to intimacy, but also how you are in intimate relationships and how intimacy plays with your relationships, okay? Moon in Cancer, so it's super emotional here, energy. But with the Two of Cups specifically in the second house, right? This kind of shows more of like you are partnering up with someone in two different ways. Either to build some money together, and you either are emotionally excited about this opportunity, or you are emotionally connected with the person. And so, yeah, you want to make the money, but you want to also use this as an excuse to get connected with this person. So that could be happening. Or, you could be pairing up with someone and they're really building up your self-worth, making you feel very good about yourself and making you feel stronger, and that you are, you can make your wildest dreams come true, basically. They're emotionally fulfilling you, which is a really sweet energy as well. But again, I always say when it comes to people helping you with self-worth, that's nice, but don't forget self-worth is including self, right? Don't confuse shared worth with self-worth. Make sure that when that person leaves, that you will still have that sense of self-worth. You get what I'm saying? Third house, the Queen of Cups. And they call it the Cancer throne. Interesting, huh? Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups energy is pretty cool. They call it the Cancer throne, but I see it more like a Pisces type of vibe. But we can go with the Cancer throne to go along with this spread. Queen of Cups has the energy of, having some emotional maturity and emotional intelligence. When it comes, specifically since it's in the third house, when it comes to you speaking, what's funny here is that, like, this is the Neptune sign right here in the moon. And so it shows that you have this higher intelligence when it comes to your emotions, emotional intelligence, you see? And so, and you are actually, since it's in the third house, the house of communication, you are appropriately speaking these things out. You are thinking too, like, how can I be more emotionally intelligent? How can I express myself in the best way possible, where it'll be helpful to people and it won't be hurtful to people, and it can help uplift people? You're in that vibe. And I kind of understand that too with the Aries rising. Sometimes you guys could be a little bit too real and hurt some people's feelings. So I understand, like, you probably got to a situation where you hurt someone's feelings and you really didn't want it to be that way. And so now you're trying to think of ways of, like, okay, maybe I need to reassess myself, which is actually absolutely amazing, because again, this is retrograde energy, and you need to be reflective, about your self-worth and how you are in relationships. So you're actually on the right track, which is really, really dope. Okay, good job, Aries risings. Y'all are flowing with the energies, and that's real dope. Fourth house is the Six of Swords. Okay, and I'm trying to remember with the Six of Swords, right? They're saying Mercury, Aquarius. That's interesting. So with the Six of Swords, how is that tarot looking? Six of Swords. Well, the Six of Swords in general, what I would say, like, the six number reminds me of reflection. So you're probably reflecting on certain logical things that are happening within the home or within your family. You know what I mean? You are brainstorming ways on how to improve your family life, your home life, and how to address certain emotions. You probably are feeling a lot with this Venus retrograde happening, and you're like, okay, so how can I handle my emotions in a logical way, handle my home life in a logical way, or in the most intellectual way, handle my relationship with my mom, with my family, with my kids in the best way possible. So that's kind of the vibe that you're getting here, just brainstorming, trying to think of ways on how to logically work on the emotional and private parts of your life, okay? And that's very reminiscent of Mercury and Aquarius too, very much in their heads, thinking about the collective, you know what I mean? And how you can support the collective. Makes a lot of sense. Now let's kind of go back and talk about these planets in these houses for you, right? Aries, nothing's in Aries. Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus, right? And so this is good because this person might come into your life like bam, like out of nowhere, right? What I was talking about before with the Two of Cups in the second house, you're making money with this person or being in a relationship with them, or they're helping your self-worth. This person might come out of nowhere, like bam. Or this person may be very unconventional and weird and different, and you're like, wow, they're strange. but I like it. So that's kind of the vibe that's going on here. Gemini, there's nothing in Gemini, and Cancer's in your fourth house. There's nothing in Cancer. Now let's move over to the Ace of Pentacles, right? Yeah. Which is in your fifth house. So with that energy, the Ace of Pentacles is lovely because you're getting new money opportunities, new opportunities to work on things in a practical way. So that's really great. What's going on here is you're probably getting to a situation where you're able to make some money off of your creative endeavors, make some money off of your talents and your self-expression. And you'll also be able to make money off of the things that you have the most fun at doing. The thing is, though, with Ace of Pentacles, this energy moves really slow. And so you probably won't be able to get the money immediately. But the thing is, you're working on getting to opportunities in which you get to do things, to have fun and make money off of it. You get what I'm saying? So go ahead, continue to use that opportunity to get that coin while having fun. That's amazing. And to have North Node here, that's huge. That means that is that is actually supposed to be a part of your life path, using your self-expression. You're actually following your life path, and it's going to give you money in the long run. So that is actually really, really good, okay? The next card is the Seven of Swords, represented by Venus in Aquarius, right? And the sixth house represents, your daily routines, daily tasks, the things that you do in a frequency, stuff like that, the day-to-day stuff that you get to do, right? And you have the Seven of Swords here. Now, the Seven of Swords, I'm trying to remember. I think the Seven of Swords has to do with, deceit. You know what I mean? Someone trying to speak ill on you, possibly in your work environment, since it's the sixth house. Be watchful of that, because kind of look at this picture here. Like, all these knives are pointing at you. You know what I mean? And kind of like, it says it's the same way here, but of I wanted to say Venus and Aquarius, but like, if we use it in kind of this deck, like, it's Venus and Aquarius is more of a detached emotion when it comes to their desires, and they try to think what's best for other people. But with Seven of Swords, I don't get that vibe in traditional tarot. Seven of Swords is someone trying to do some sneaky stuff, like rumors are coming out, people are doing some shady stuff, they're using you. It's like kind of stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, that's the type of energy I'm seeing. And then it's possibly happening in your work environment, maybe. So be careful when it comes to the things that you do in an everyday way, I guess. Things that you do in everyday period. I don't know why. I'm really distracted for some reason while doing y'all's reading. I feel so bad for you guys. I know that's what you're feeling. But anyways, when it comes to your everyday duties, such as school, if you go to school, your job, going to the post office, all this stuff, there's someone that's deceiving you or betraying you, or they're getting away with something. I remember with the Seven of Swords, is someone literally holding some swords and trying to run away with them. So be careful. And if this is you doing this, don't do this at your job or at your school, because you're going to get caught. Okay? That's what I got to say about that. Yes. So look here, this is like Virgo for you, and there's actually nothing in Virgo right now. So this is the pure energy of your sixth house. So be careful. Someone might be trying to put the wool over your head, or if you're trying to do that, don't. Okay? You got the Devil card for the seventh house. What is going on? What is y'all doing? Okay. So with that, that's really interesting. Um, that's interesting. So towards, let me see, is it happening towards the end of the month for y'all? No. Okay. I was gonna think like I know that the Venus retrograde eventually goes into Libra, but it doesn't until November. But with this card here, though, the person that you're partnering up with may not be the person that you think they are. Um, they may not be like this. Might be a drastic um, description of them. I don't think they're really the devil or nothing, but they may be trying to get away with something, or they're just showing you a different side of them, or it's just something funny is going on with them, or maybe they have it could be they're great people, but they just have addictive tendencies, and they're trying to like connect with you. um so be careful with that. Be careful with that. The sun is here in the first half of the month, and then the sun and Mercury is here for the first half of the month, and that's it. um After Scorpio season, there's nothing in Libra. And so, with that being said, like, this person's actually going to be highlighted in the first part of your month. You're going to really identify with them. But probably during Scorpio season, you're going to be like, you're going to start seeing their kind of funny ways. So, whoever you're trying to build a relationship with and connect with, just be really careful. Um, just watch out for them. I don't think they're gonna. This is me intuitively speaking. I don't think they're really like that bad, but they probably have some bad habits that's not good for you. You know what I mean? But since Capricorn is connected here, and Capricorn's connected with Saturn. Saturn's all about you learning major life lessons. And since it's in the seventh house, you're doing this through relationships, okay? And sometimes you have to fall hard to learn that lesson because you're being kind of Marsy, trying to just um, be compulsive and jump into the relationship, whether it's romantic or platonic, just because it seems right. That might not be the best thing to do, okay? With Mercury here too, again, you're thinking about this person, you're thinking it through. They seem like they're cool. You might even feel like something's a little bit off, but I'm just gonna go with it because they just seem nice. They seem cool. But they might show their face towards Scorpio season, so keep your eyes open on that, okay? Um, your eighth house is the Fool. This definitely represents new beginnings, okay? So the eighth house represents intimacy in all levels. Intimacy has layers. So it's intimacy within relationships, emotional intimacy, emotionally binding, connecting with people, but also represents like divination. That's very intimate, right? Me reading people is intimate because I'm reading their energies, I'm reading their chart. Um, shared money, that's intimate because not everyone knows what's in people's bank accounts, like stuff like that, right? But you're having a new beginning with this, with the Fool card. And the Fool card is pretty cool too. As you notice, it's the first card of the major arcanas, right? So it's straight up new beginning. And you see they got the little bag, they're ready to go, they're excited, they got their staff. Like this person's ready for a new adventure. And so with you, you're ready for a new adventure when it comes to intimate relationships, which is nice. But you're also ready for a new adventure when it comes to understanding what your intimacy is. Remember, Venus retrograde is in the eighth house for you. And so you are really learning that you realize that, okay, I'm going to have this spiritual connection with this person, whether it's romantic or platonic, right? But the thing is, though, is that I need to understand what intimacy is and what does that mean to me and how do I get there and how do you get from relationship to intimate? You know what I mean? You have to really think these things through. And with Jupiter also in your eighth house too, I'm thinking that you're looking at other like alternative thoughts, alternative philosophies and beliefs to kind of get a better understanding of intimacy too. You've been doing that most of the time, mostly all year, but you're definitely doing it now during this retrograde because you're really Venus retrograde because you're trying to reflect on what does an intimate relationship mean to you. A new beginning in the 8th house too could be some new money possibly coming in that wasn't originally your money, but it's going to be yours, such as inheritances, class action suits, lottery, stuff like that. No, don't put all your money and bet onto one thing. It's just something that could be happening to a few Aries risings, okay? All right. Strength card. That's interesting how it all flowed together like that, right? And you'll understand in a few seconds. Strength card is a great card to have. That means you have strength within something. You have the lightness to handle one thing and the strength to handle another. It's a kind of balanced card, right? Because strength is not within just the brawn, you being strong. Strength is also connected with your mind. You having a strong mind. You knowing when to be assertive and when to fall back. That's true strength right there. And it's represented by Leo, And so a high vibrational Leo for sure. Leo gets a sun card too. Why did I get all the cool cards? But anyways, with that being said though, having that in the 9th house shows that you are gaining strength through learning about different philosophies, beliefs, and religions. They might be totally different from what you're used to, but you kind of reflecting on these things or even studying and kind of getting to higher learning is helping you grow, helping you become stronger in general. And, remember how I said that you're kind of getting to different beliefs and religions and stuff like that with intimacies because Jupiter's in your 8th house. See how that connects? You know what I mean? That's the connection there. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, which is dope. And it's really going to help transform your way of thinking. So that's really dope. You have the 10 of Wands in the 10th house, guys. What is going on? Yikes. So y'all are working a lot on y'all's career. Really trying to get things settled. Trying to work things through. Trying to make your dreams come true. And that's lovely. That's actually really good. And I feel you and I understand. The lovely thing with this deck, though, is that the 10 of Wands is hard. I ain't going to tell you it ain't. But what it represents is Sun in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius suns are known for being lucky. And so that means that eventually, yes, like you're working really hard, you're busting your ass, it's really difficult. But eventually, you'll be able to get the luck that you deserve. You'll be able to get, your hard work's going to pay off. That's what I'm basically trying to say. So that's actually really good. I'm excited for you guys. You have both Saturn and Pluto in your 10th house, right? And so I'm thinking that you're going through this restriction right now because you have to learn the Saturn lesson of kind of gaining your authority in your status, in your reputation, in your career. And you're doing this through working hard, right? But with Pluto here too, is showing that a transformation is going to happen. Now, Pluto represents transformation, but a slow, long transformation. It's not like Uranus where transformation just pops up in your face like that. And it comes out of nowhere. Seems like it comes out of thin air. Like Pluto was more of that long, arduous, like emotional transformation. Emotional doesn't necessarily mean bad. It could be good emotions too. And so, yeah, it seems like you're working so much now, but you're at the very end. It's the 10 of Wands. After the 10 is going back to the Ace of Wands. So, no worries. You're almost done. You're about to get that great transformative situation within your career and your status and reputation, okay? I'm excited for you guys. 11th house is not ruled. The 11th house, I did a lot of readings today, y'all. 11th house is the 8 of Pentacles. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So, with the 8 of Pentacles, you're working really hard on a couple of things. You're working really hard on building your network. And it's what you're trying to do in this situation is building your network so you're, you connect with the right people. And so you can, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't have it. No, I don't. Why is mad? Sorry, guys. Hold on. so sorry, y'all. So sorry. Anywho, like I was saying, with the, what was that? Eight of Pentacles. Yes. So with Eight of Pentacles, this is all about hard work. So you're working really hard when it comes to you trying to build your network, build your friendships, to keep them going and to keep the relationship like flowing well. But you're also doing this too to see if your network can help you into getting some great job opportunities. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's the kind of the energy that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing it strongly too because Mars is in the 11th house, and Mars is all about motivation and drive. So you're motivated and driven to your friends and your network. You know what I'm saying? And they're just like kind of like helping you get into these opportunities that you need to get to. So that's great. And then you also are driven by society and what they have to say about what you give, about your talents, about your creativity. Because remember, the 11th house is across from the 5th house, and this is the Ace of Pentacles. So you have this new opportunity to use your talents to get some money. But across here, you know, you have to work really hard at building those relationships, building that network, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's what I kind of see here. Guys, I'm so sorry about all the distractions too, okay? Lastly, Two of Wands for the 12th house. With that, Two of Wands is really interesting. I always find this energy really, really interesting because it's you have to make a decision, but I feel like decision is dealing with your like creativity. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of within in the 12th house though. The 12th house is more about like spirituality, your self-undoing. So maybe, with the Devil card too. Okay, I'm getting it all together. So, I feel like you're making a decision on should you go one way or another way, let go of one thing or another thing, right? And it's kind of like one thing is actually not that good for you, it's pretty bad. And you know that it doesn't spiritually resonate with you anymore. And so, but it's hard for you to let that thing go, especially with the Devil card here. And it could be this Devil card person, right, who's encouraging you to continuously do this, and you don't want to, but you really want to like plan for the future and progress and discover yourself a little bit more, and you feel like that thing that's holding on to you is clouding that discovery, clouding that progress, and clouding your better judgment. This could be connected to like alcohol, drugs, whatever. You know, it doesn't matter. Whatever, any kind of like addictive thing that you are connected with. So you're trying to make a decision, like, should I let this go? Should I not? Like, how should I handle this? You're kind of in that type of vibe. Or this could be too that you are planning to be more connected on a spiritual level. Or you're planning to work on any self-sabotaging way. So it doesn't have to be like an actual substance. It could be something else. You know what I mean? And so regardless, like you're planning to better yourself through being more spiritually sound, or just planning to kind of fix yourself on doing some self-sabotaging ways, but you're trying to figure out which direction you should be going in. And you really you rather use your like creativity to do it. But it's kind of like you have this deep passion to do this, but you just don't know how to go about it. You know what I mean? That's how the energy is really. So yeah, Aries risings, I'm so sorry for like I feel like this reading was like all over the place, and you guys probably feel this way too. So I hope you still was able to get that message. But money opportunities, and you might, don't be discouraged too if all the money doesn't come in all at once. Just know that it's going to grow even more and more and more. You just have to continue to make those connections, continue to work hard, and the opportunities will come to you. And the connection of someone trying to like see you and say, hey, like we should work together, or hey, I'm gonna sponsor you, or whatever, like that's gonna come. You know what I mean? You might not see all the rewards this month, but the rewards are going to be little coming in little by little, and it's going to be coming in a lot probably after the Venus retrograde. Okay, y'all. I hope this was helpful. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, care, and all that good stuff. Follow me on patreon.com/astrodim. Check also check out my podcast, which is my Bed and Astrology, which can be listened to on most podcast and music platforms. And check out all my social media stuff. You can do all that on the description box below. And if you're interested in a personal reading, whether it's Astro stuff or my Astro Tarot, go to etsy.com/shop/astrodim. Again, everything's in my description box. Okay, y'all? Hope this was helpful and much love. Peace.